While scale of the Atlanta Concours d'Elegance is nowhere near that of Pebble Beachor Amelia Island, don't take that as a condemnation of the show as a whole. In fact, the event is just small enough to maintain a relaxed atmosphere while being still significant enough to attract some really impressive vehicle collections. This year's event was more than double the size of last year's, and there were plenty of impeccably maintained vehicles from almost every era. And just as a rising tide lifts all boats, the growth and entrance also brought an increased number of strange, rare, and uniquely engineered cars from the depths of automotive history. So without further ado, there are the 6 most interesting cars from the 2017 Atlanta Concours d'Elegance. 1905 Locomobile Roadster. The Locomobile Roadster stands out for its make and break ignition. The setup is named so because it slowly separates 2 metal plates in the head before quickly remaking the circuit. This slow separation creates an arc in the cylinder, which ignites the compressed air-gas mixture. While make and break systems were common at the time, they were quickly phased out. The low spark temperature, metal plate wear, and abuse on the battery meant that engine designs quickly transitioned to higher voltage, hotter spark systems as soon as possible. 1962 Studebaker Avanti. While on paper, the Avanti seems rather normal, its story is quite crazy. The Raymond Loewy designed car was developed as a last-ditch attempt to revitalize Studebaker, which explains why this ultra-futuristic, supercharged V8 toting machine was stylized in a monumental 8-day effort, but then mounted onto a modified Studebaker Lark chassis. While the car set records at the Bonneville Salt Flats and happened to be the first American car with front disc brakes, the high price tag moved fewer than 6,000 models, most now lost to time. This particular Avanti was used as a daily driver by Studebaker President Sherwood Egbert. 1950 Healey Silverstone Roadster. The Healey Silverstone was one of the first sports cars sold in a homologation capacity. All 104 consumer models in existence, the minimum needed for Healey to race, were essentially race cars with the minimum equipment needed to be streetable. The front headlights hide behind the grille for aerodynamics, the spare tire performs double duty as the rear bumper, and the 4-cylinder motor features a clean air intake. In addition, the front windshield could move up out of street legal position for races. Oddest of all, the entire car rests on 4 independent trailing arm suspensions, avoiding the variable camber of double wishbone setups. Since the Silverstones were made for competition, most were raced hard and left out to dry, meaning that there are few left in existence. 1947 Delahaye 135. Delahay's post-war designs